morning. That's it, Tuesday morning. It's 5:30. Done my daily checks. Just in, sitting, waiting to go. It's a bit chilly. Not as cold as yesterday. Yesterday it wasn't frozen, like the cars weren't frozen, but it felt frozen. Yeah, I mean, all good to go. Loaded last night, obviously. Coming a bit later. I was going to come in. We can leave here from 5:30. It looks like they've just opened the gate now, though. But there's a bit on the A14 at the minute, just after Brampton, maybe Graffham, kind of Ellington way, where they've closed it all down to one lane, both ways, and it's been slow as anything every day. But it was closed last night, so I've come in at the right time, so that'll be open when I get there. I'll be leaving at 5:45. Takes about 15-20 minutes to get there, so it should be open by the time I get there. I looked this morning when I was in bed at about 5 in the morning, it was just bright red. So, you know, that means it's absolutely nailed. But yeah, after once we're through there, I've got, what have I got? I've got Warwick, Bromsgrove, 2 in Tamworth, into Jaguar Land Rover at Castle Brom. It's quite a nice place to load out of. They close at 3 though, so they called me up last night like, oh, you're going to make it? Yeah, there's plenty of time, leave here early enough. First drop already called last night, take the cars on site, so I'm hoping to get there before they're in, get both the cars off. There's 2 drops, there's 2 cars, and then one car, but the one car's in Tamworth, so that's fine. Yeah, pretty easy day. Probably we'll have a night out tonight by the looks of it, because I've got the JLRs from Castle Brom going into our place, and then from our place I normally end up loading for like up north, Manchester way or something, or South Coast to be fair, but still can't go home with that. The only way I'll get home is if it's like an East Anglia load, which would be strange because we don't really get many out of there. So I can come back here into Witton and park up. I live Huntingdon way. Yeah, that's about it. We're good to go, just got to wait another 5 minutes, and then I'll be out of here on the way. Go make myself a Holy Energy. Not sponsors, I just like them. I was trying to stop drinking energy drinks. I tried to stop, I don't think I can stop, I do quite like them too much, so I'm going to probably bulk order another load again when next get paid. Where am I? I'm on the M6 going past junction 1 now, coming off at 2, so not too far off where we're going. I think it's only, well, I'd say about 7:30 I'll get there. It's 7 o'clock now, so yeah, be there in a half hour. I'll be there before they're in, like I wanted to, so that's good. I'll get the cars off, sat there waiting for them, and then you just got to try and collar them before they have the morning meeting, and then they'll sign them off. Some of them are alright, some of them will just come in and automatically be like, oh, these for us, mate, yeah, cheers. Whereas others of them won't do that, and they'll be like, oh, we've got to have a morning meeting, and you end up sitting there until like 9 o'clock, which I don't want to do, because I'll be there at 7. I'll get someone though. I tend to just walk into the meeting and be like, good cars for you, mate. Yeah, other than that, all good. Sorry, within the trade, everyone waves at each other. Everyone-ish, you know. There's bad eggs and everything. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you once I've probably got these off and on the way to Bromsgrove. Bit of an interesting one today. 4 drops and another load. Easy one though, within the time constraints, because obviously dealers are only really 8 till 5, and by that they're normally 8:30 till 4:30. But it's all pretty local once I'm over here at least. Bromsgrove's pretty far out of the way, and then from there to Tamworth is quite far as well. Might need a break between them two, but it's all in or around Birmingham, so can't complain too much. I'm not complaining at all actually, it's a really good day. Alright, that's me leaving Warwick. Got the 2 off.
break, got 35 minutes in. 45 would have been nice waiting for him, but also I didn't want to wait too long. Caused absolute carnage. I mean, I think it was just a bit of traffic because I was parked at the side of the road, and it's a bit of an inconvenience for everyone, isn't it? But now I'm off to Bromsgrove, 45 minutes, an hour away. Got another 2 for them, and then there's 2 left at Tamworth. Get them off. Make a pretty good time, leaving by 8:30. It's always nice when they say they're going to be in at 8:30, you can leave at 8:30, you know what I mean? Quite easy one, just 2 leaks. It was early enough to just whack them in. Yeah. It was quite a good dealership as well. You get there, they'll offer you a cup of coffee, things like that, which I would take, but I have an energy drink on the way here, so I need to stop doing that. But the time when I want a coffee or an energy drink is when I first start, you know what I mean? Don't want to have too much. So yeah, I'll probably check in now after Bromsgrove, I suppose, on the carrying on.
Alright, that's Bromsgrove done. Another easy one. Bit tight there because it's full of cars everywhere and there's a builder's merchant there. But use the builder's merchant yard to reverse into and turn around, like the entrance of it, not in the actual yard. They've coned off opposite, so obviously trucks can get in there, but that also means I can turn around there, so it's not all bad. Had to park on the curb, I don't love that, but it's what it is when it's that busy, there's cars everywhere. I was going to say, quite a weird one though. It's you have to park at like the top of a hill, go round the hill, like there's a road that goes on the far end of the hill, goes round and down to the dealership, but you then have to walk all that way back up because I call it a hill, but it's more of a cliff, it's quite steep. Like you'd have to climb it on your hands and knees to get up it. Oh god, Sonny's going to go for it. If I didn't slow down, he would have made that. But yeah, other than that, it was quite nice little tip. Well, there's loads of room, I always like it, can't complain. Now going to Tamworth, get the Ford off, already called them. We'll whack that off and get the Renault off, and then I should, got an hour and 36 minutes driving now. Had a 15 at the first drop because they took so long to check the car. So because of that, I can now work till like 2:30 on my working time. And that'd be 1:30 because it was about that was about 8:30 in the end. So yeah, probably worked about 2:30 on the old working time. So yeah, that means I should make it into Castle Brom to load these JLRs. Then I'll need a break. Might have to wait for him there. I've often got there and you have to wait for the guy to show up, so kind of break while waiting for him. Back to Brunt, and then I'm going to Wales again. It's fun. So it'll be a night out somewhere. Alright, that's both the Tamworth jobs done. Didn't really have time to film. It's turned into a bit more of a rush than I thought. Not really a rush, I just want to get them off quick. They were both around the corner from each other. But I've got them 2 off, didn't take long at all. And now I'm heading to Castle Brom. I've got 44 minutes driving and it's saying it'll be 28 minutes, so that's perfect. Probably about 35. So I can get these cars loaded and then have a break. There's an ambulance outside Primark. Ooh. But yeah, I've called ahead. Job says to call ahead. Woman says they're there. They're where they normally are. They change places in there. I don't like going into like factories and docks. You go for the first time, it's like, but this one's not too bad. So yeah, I'll head over there. I'll pick these cars up, and then I'm going back to Brunt. All in good. Should be all in good time, to be fair. Brunt's only an hour and a half from here. I'll get these 7 off. I've got 2 to collect out of Brunt, and then I've got 4 to collect out of Coventry. Coventry does shut at 5:30, I want to say, like normalish time. So I need to get there sharpish. If I wasn't loading a full load, I would go to Coventry now and get some of them, but I'm loading a full load. 7 cars are Land Rovers, so you can't really get much else on. But yeah, hopefully I'll get this all on. Get it all on, and I'll be able to head down and park somewhere on the way to Wales. I'm thinking Worcester. park under the, there's a viaduct, an aqueduct, something like that. A load of arches. You can park under there in Worcester. I mean, I've not been for about 5 years, but I used to always like parking there. It's a good place to go for a run, go to a pub. So that's the plan, but we'll see. Yeah, alright. I'll probably see when I've loaded my JLR stuff. Alright, I've fully loaded at Castle Brom. I've just pulled out the gate while I make my lunch. Not sponsored, but it's quick and easy. I used to have pot noodles and stuff, but it's not very healthy, are they? So got a bit of this. We've got the black edition as well, banana. There's a load of protein in it. Don't know how much. I do a lot of running and stuff after work and that, so I think it helps. It's definitely cheaper than eating out for lunch, so I don't mind eating out for dinner. You know what I mean? Go to a pub, have a pint, have a full meal. But during the day, it's work, innit, you know. So yeah, just take 5 minutes here. Really nice weather now as well. From here, I'm going to Bruntingthorpe. Get these 7 off. I've got 2 out of Bruntingthorpe. I've already said all this anyway. I think I'll make good time though. I should be able to get everything on and charge on down to Wales somewhere. So I hope it's not too hot actually, that's what I was just thinking, but go to Worcester, go to the pub anyway, you know what I mean? Oh yes, the load I've got on. Now with JLRs, we have to drive. No one wants to drive one on the beat. There's a few. I used to do it because I got lazy, but we have to drive it. I'm pretty sure, it was ages ago when I found out, I've been in the job 10 years. It was because someone went over the top. They might have died, they might not have died. It's fairly common actually, because of where it surges. Like when you load them new, you have to get validated by JLR and they have to sign you off. You have to put it in neutral, low range and stuff like this to be really careful with them. And to be fair, I do that anyway because it stops the wheel spinning and stuff. But yeah, pretty wild, but that's why I've driven the top on, in case you wondered. We have to. Yeah, that's about it. I'll have this. I'll drive down there, check in when I'm at Brunty. I've got the 7 off. Hopefully the 2 that I need from Brunty are there. That would be nice, but you know, can't get everything. So I've got the 7 off. I'm just where we load, these ones are in a different place because I need 2 of them from here. So I'm just heading around the corner to load these 2. And then I'll get out of here, get to Coventry before. It's 5 to 2 now, so I should make it really easily. That's the plan at least. So yeah, I'm just showing up around the corner now. I'll get hopefully get these 2 on because that'll be nice and quick in here. And then carry on, yeah boy. Alright, I got my keys. Cars are all ready, send 2 there. Good result, TZR, UWA. Whack these on and get out of here. Alright, got my 2 on from Brunt. They were just there ready, which is weird. They weren't in the same place where I delivered, where they are if you get like a full load, but because I've got a split load, there's 2 here. And then the other 4 over at Coventry. I had to drive around the corner, but it's not the end of the world. Got them on. So one of my mates, one of ours. So yeah, now I'm going to Coventry, get the other 4, and then get down to Wales. I'll piss it at my loads time. 25 past 2 now. So I've got loads of time to get down to Coventry, put the 4 on. Every time I've been there, I've only been there a handful of times, but every time I've been there, one of the cars are flat batteries, they've replaced the battery, so hoping for better luck this time. Yeah, get there, get the 4 on. Well, I need fuel as well, I'm on 12%. which ain't great. I probably should have got fuel before coming here, but just didn't really want to. Don't like fueling up. But if I go past BP or Welcome Break, which I think I go past Corley. I go past Rugby, but don't really want to go there. It's too far off the motorway. It's a big roundabout and another big roundabout, and they're all traffic lights, and it feels like it takes like half an hour to get to the services, unless you're coming the other way. So yeah, there's a BP in Coventry. I'll probably go there actually. Anyway, I'll probably see you at Coventry or just after Coventry, heading into Wales, which is fun. I don't love it, but it's low. Not on there because that's the lowest it'll be. Low enough to go to Wales. Well, see you later. I'm all loaded. I've left. Just going through Coventry now. 6 cars, all loaded a bit weird. Not a favourite. There's no weight over the front. Doesn't actually matter that much. There's still like enough for it to drive a bit. To drive nicely. Before this, I drove a rear mount crane. It was like a big PM 58 ton crane on the back, and well, turns out it was overweight empty anyway, but that's irrelevant. You would steer, but like you could tell the front was lifted up. We put it on a weight, not a weight bridge, but the axle weight, and the front was only like, I think it was about 800 kilos on it, which is mental for a lorry. But yeah, no, it's fine. It'll drive nice. Just a bit of a waffle there, as per every video. Yeah, I'm loaded. I'm going to Wales. I managed to get some fuel, but it was only my little tank, which is only about 120 litre tank. Might be more than that, but about 125 is the most we've got in it. The big 200 tanks on that side, I couldn't fill that one up. But should be enough, hopefully. It's saying 24% now, but it'll go up. I just want it to be above 20%, because when you go below 20%, the night heater don't work. As I found out over the weekend, luckily, so I wasn't even in the truck, which is alright. Yeah, I'm going to head for Abergavenny bus station. I parked there years ago. When our daughter was born, I took 3 years out and went on the cranes. That's why I used to drive a rear mount crane. But obviously, yeah, now I'm coming back and going to nights out every now and again and stuff again. Going to all my old spots, but they were good spots from like 6 years ago. Because it's been a while since there's nights out. I managed to have a transporter job with no nights out for the best part of 2 years. And then it went back to nights out, so I quit. Because I had to be home with my pregnant wife and that. Couldn't leave her, you know. But yeah, now we're back. I'm finding all my old spots. I've not failed yet. One of them, parking a spot in Milton Keynes, really good spot to go to the pub and that. But it's changed a lot now. There's a lot of building there. There's more double yellows than there was, but you can still park there. You just have to be a bit later so all the cars can go. But yeah, I might get fuel again. I'll see how high it gets. I'm going down to Strensham. What's that? I'm going to get onto the M42, M5, and then the M50 into Wales, and then that goes to Abergavenny. Nice little spot, I think. I think there's a lot of. I mean, I'm going to get there at like 6, so I say it's nice. It looks nice. It'll be dark, but I'm excited. I like being somewhere nice. Go for a run tonight. I've got a 24-minute run, so yeah, can't wait. That'll be fun. Check in. I'm on the M50. Just thought it looks really nice. I mean, I can barely see, but we're on the cusp of golden hour. Yeah, I'm on the M50. I'm heading for Abergavenny. Spoke to a few people. It was like, Worcester. I could have gone to Worcester, but I'd been parking up 20 minutes ago. That would have been 5 o'clock. A bit too early. Probably still would have been cars there as well. So I'm speaking to a few people. You can go to Abergavenny bus station. So that's the plan. I'm going to make it there in about 15 minutes spare. So if that falls through, I'm just going to stop somewhere and have a half hour, and that'll give me an extra hour and 20 minutes. So, but I'll load it. The hour is going into a 10, so I'll actually only have an extra 20 minutes, unless I want to use the 10. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's going well. There's a bit of traffic on the 42 and going through Coventry, but other than that, it's alright. Looking good. Looking forward to getting to Abergavenny. Hike up there, have a little wander. I'm going to get there just after 6. I'm hoping it will still be light. It has started getting darker later now, so that should be the case, I think. But we'll find out. I'm sure this is great to watch, me just squinting. Oh, it's the thing with this job. I know a few people that do the job and they hate it because they park in services all the time. Whereas, I mean, I wouldn't say I've never been like that. At first, I didn't know you could park in a random industrial estate somewhere. There's lorry parks in places, this, that, and the other. But it was one of my old mates called Phil. He got me into doing that, going out. Not going out, but like, you know, getting out of the truck, going for a proper meal. It's why nowadays I get annoyed when a job posts and it includes your night out money, your £26, whatever it is, tax free, as part of your wage, because in my opinion it's not part of your wage. It's your dinner, isn't it? £26 is quite a lot of money. £100 a week tax free for your 4 nights out, but you go to a pub, you have a pint and a nice meal. What's that, about 15 quid? Sometimes less, depending on where you go, what the deals are. I think realistically it's for that, because you don't want to just stay in your lorry all the time, do you? No one wants to do that. That's no fun. Yeah, that's my run. Yeah, I'll check in again when I'm parked up in Wales as well. Alright, see you in a bit. That's me parked up. Got a bit hectic. Well, I didn't get hectic at the end. I've got one of the last spots here. Had to watch the guy next to me. Abergavenny, I made it. Don't know if I said. I think I did say I'm going to go for it. Means in the morning I've only got about 2 hours, maybe. I need fuel though, so probably start half hour early. I'm not sure if there's any BPs or welcome breaks on the way down. There's any fuel cars we've got. It's a bit chaotic up here as well. I can get out. It's a bus station, but lorries can park here after 6, so that's quite cool. But obviously the best spot's one at the top where you can just drive out. But the guy up there, I got here at 6:30, and his curtains were closed already and everything. So hopefully he's here for a short while and goes quite early. Because I mean, I'm hoping to leave about 5ish anyway, so if he goes, I can make the turn out really easily. If he doesn't go, I can still make the turn out. I think I might have to go over the curbs and stuff to get out. It's weird, it's like sectioned. There's loads of like bays, but they're sort of like drive-through bays for a bus. But we've come through backwards to park this way. It's very strange. But yeah, I parked up, I've gone for my run. Every time I come to Wales, I live in Cambridgeshire, there's no hills anywhere. The most hill we've got is like a bridge that goes over the motorway. But yeah, it's hard work around here. I've been to Aldi, got some stuff, got my food. I was going to go to Spoons, ran past it a couple of times, but I've got to edit this video and stuff like that. It's if I go to Spoons, I won't do that, you know what I mean? I've got a tight schedule to keep to. So yeah, today's been good. It's been a busy day. It's been a good day. Tomorrow I assume I'll be loading up Portbury and heading hopefully somewhere back home-ish. I don't know. By the time I get to Portbury, I'll probably only have about 4 hours left, so we'll see. Yeah, I'll see you for tomorrow's episode. Cheers.